Good afternoon, my name is Ken Earl with EasyChem. We're continuing our video series of the new release OI Analytical Automated Chemistry Analyzer, the FS3700. This particular unit is a cyanide and photometric nitrate setup. What we're going to talk about now is specifically some aspects of this system that we find a bit too complex. So if you notice, they use what's called an organizational transfer bar. So the pump tube comes in here to a lure fitting, and then it moves through a manifold T and then through another type of fitting, I might add. This is a different kind of fitting and tubing material, and then it moves out to a T. And so you have a series of different types of tubings and configurations here that really are quite confusing to people. And then they use this series of these, I guess they were designed to be magnetic, which we're not sure what the purpose of that is, but has all these different types of fittings. And then you have different types of mixing coils. Sometimes they use EVA, sometimes they use Teflon, sometimes they use ferruled fittings, sometimes they use flanged fittings. We prefer to use a consistent type of tubing. We also believe that in this case, you could take this pump tube right here and bring it out directly to the fitting where it was supposed to go, and then you wouldn't necessarily need to have it go through this transitional bar. The same thing applies to this valve where, for instance, the pull of the sample tube comes to this bar and then goes to the valve. This fitting could directly fit onto the valve. The carrier comes into this organizational bar and goes into the valve. Once again, this could be directly on the valve, and you would simplify the look of this area immensely. Also, the way they design this is when you want to transition to a new cartridge, you actually have to lift the whole cartridge out. When you see our future videos which show this system cleaned out a bit, you'll realize you could put 2 or 3 different types of cartridges here and then just simply change to attach them to the heater or the debubbler detector as required. And the look of this will be significantly less complicated. So when our future videos, we're going to show you next how we would streamline this with a similar type of tubing instead of a hodgepodge of different types. We would remove this transitional bar, we would hook the valve up directly, and then we would make this very, very simple to operate and to train new operators on and get much better results faster and easier. So look for those videos and let us know if we can help you in any way. You have a nice day.